Wagwan people, Tech Jamo. Hear what I'm telling you now. On the left hand side, we got the MSI GE66 Radar gaming laptop. RTX 2070, 10th gen graphics, 32 gigabytes of RAM. On the right hand side, we've got the Samsung CRG9 49-inch 5120 by 1440p display. Now that's a lot of pixels. Can a laptop push Cyberpunk 2077 on it? Let's find out. Alright, so let's get into it, guys. Go to graphics. We've got that set to ray tracing ultra default settings. So that's what that looks like. Everything's basically ultra and high. And we've got DLSS off, but we've got ray tracing on. And we are at 1520 by 1440p. So super duper ultra wide, 32 by 9, and HDR10 SCBR RGB is on. So let's see what kind of frames we're getting. I thought I'd drive around in the car for a bit because when you drive around cars in open world games, it's like it just does a madness to the GPU. The GPU doesn't know where you're about to go, but it knows you're going, oh, I'm out of the car. How do I get back in? There we go. The GPU doesn't know where you're about to go, so yeah, I thought I would just do a little drive around in that, and it's just bare laggy if we're at 19 frames per second. But anyway, let me pause this now. And let's see if we can get some decent frames by changing some of these settings. Go to settings, still at 5120 by 1440p. I'm going to leave this on ray tracing ultra, but what I am going to do is go down to the DLSS settings, and we're going to set that to quality just to see how many extra frames per second we can get. Right, there we go. Oh, damn. Getting 4 frames per second at the moment. I think that's because it's loading the graphical change. Okay, there we go. Right, so I am getting worse frames per second. We're getting 15 frames per second now. Damn. Yeah, everything is bare laggy. This is not playable at all. Nah. I've never seen DLS make things worse, but at this resolution, 5120 by 1440p, this has just been made hell of a lot worse. So what we'll do right now is let's see if we can change it to another DLSS setting. Go back into settings, let's go to graphics, and if we scroll down, let's go to performance, because I don't think balance is going to cut it right now. We'll go to performance DLSS. Let's come back out of that, and we are getting 23 frames per second. So this is kind of what I was getting already when I didn't have any DLSS on at all. So this is not really that promising, but okay, I guess this feels, even though the frame rate is so low at 23 frames per second, this feels alright. But I think that's because I've got the VSync situation. Oh gosh, I keep pressing circle to get out of the car. I think that's because I've got the G-Sync monitor thing anyway. So while this car probably tries to crash into me, let me go back to settings. And let's go for DLSS Ultra Performance. So let's just make sure that this is on Ray Tracing Ultra. Yep, there we go. And we'll go down here, and it's still auto. We're going to go to DLSS Ultra Performance. Right. So we do that, and we're good to go. We're 36 frames per second. We're being a bit cheeky with it right now, fam. This feels nice. This is where we're at. Okay. Okay, this is where we are at. Right. Done though, this doesn't feel too bad. Let's get out of the car actually, walk around a bit. Which one is it to get out of the car? Is the car smoking? Is it gonna blow up? I don't know, but I don't really trust that car anymore. That car looks a bit sketchy. But yeah, no, this looks nice. A nice little 35, 34 frames per second. Oh, this is decent. Hey! God damn. Alright, now let's see what we can do to get 60 frames per second. Go to settings, let's go to medium settings. Let's go to high actually, we'll go to high. And let me just see how many frames per second we're getting in high. Yep, we're getting 0. Okay, no, we're getting 21 frames per second, 23 frames per second in high. Okay, so let me try high, and let me try Ultra DLSS. That should get us to 60. And yeah, there we go, not bad, 60 frames per second. Easy. Easy 60 frames per second, but everyone looks a bit fuzzy. Obviously the DLSS settings are doing their thing with the resolution in the background. Everything is looking a bit mad. Let me see if I can turn down the DLSS any more. Let's perhaps go to quality DLSS just to see what happens. And we're at 34, 35, 35, 36. So now the game looks really nice. No RTX going on at the moment, but you know, a nice steady 35 frames per second. I guess I would prefer having ultra quality and DLSS on ultra performance and still getting the 35 frames per second, but this is what we're getting here essentially. Right, now let me go to settings again and let's see if we can do medium, and we'll put that on quality, and let's see if we get 60 frames. We've got 50 frames per second, not too bad. That's still quite decent. Not very high frame rate, but you don't need a high frame rate for Cyberpunk anyway. So we've got medium settings, quality DLSS, and we're doing alright. We're doing alright here at 50 frames per second. So I don't think I'm gonna squeeze the 60 frames per second out at quality DLSS unless I go down to low settings, which I'll just do for the video. Let's just go there, go to low settings, and then we'll go to DLSS quality. Oops, oh, what have I just done? There we go, DLSS quality, lovely. Alright, and there we go, we get our, well, 54 frames per second, still not my 60, but we're basically there, we're at 50 Hertz anyway, and this doesn't look bad, this is nice. And this feels, yeah, also feels decent on a mouse and keyboard as well. Not too much motion blur. Alright guys, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're thinking of playing a game of 5120 by 1440p on your ultra-wide monitor from your laptop's 2070, this is the situation. It's not too bad, but you are definitely going to need DLSS if you want to get any good frames per second whatsoever. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bless.